How you guys doing? Look at my fancy old pillow. My crazy butt done missed the word on the pillow. I'm learning this design the Merc stuff, so please bear with me. But wait a minute, I forgot to get something for this video, so hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, this video is going to pretty much be dedicated to Mr. Joseph Garrett. He asks, what is the pros and cons as far as getting into trucking for new truckers of advice that I could give to, like I said, to new truckers, people that's trying to get into trucking. So I figured, I said, okay, well, I'm going to ask the question to the viewers because obviously this channel is for you guys and it's purely for whatever you want to know or whatever you would like to see for your entertainment or learning purposes. So like I said, the question is, what are the pros and cons of getting into trucking of advice that I can give to new truckers coming in? All right, I'm going to start with the cons. It's always good to get the bad out the way because first of all, if you can get past the bad, then the good's just a plus. So the bad side is for anybody that's thinking about, you know, going to CDL school, trying to do all your research, figure out where CDL school fits your situation. You know, think about your situation because there's so many, you know, everybody's situation is not everybody's situation. I say this so many times in so many different videos because it's true. Like me, a lot of women truckers that's getting into it, majority of them don't have children, or if they do have children, they have somebody that can be home with their child, maybe like their mom or the father's still in the life, or they have somebody. But in my situation, I'm just taking it day by day. I had my ex, I had my sisters, but that worked out, it didn't work out. It was tough. So the cons is it depends on if you have children or you don't have children. So if you do have children, family care plan can be rough. Even if you have trustworthy people that you can trust, like a family member or your spouse, hopefully you'll have a good spouse where they won't give you a hard way to go. But a lot of times, friends or a family member is always about this right here. And it's supposed to be about this right here because you have to pay people for their time. You have to, of course, pay for your children's needs. But some people go overboard to where they just try to take you for everything you got. They feel like your whole paycheck pretty much belongs to them. So it's basically like you're working for them. So like I said, it can just boil down to people thinking you have a lot of money. And that's not true because a lot of times when you first get into trucking, you're not making a lot of money straight out unless you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, or you've been trucking since you was dang near 2 years old. So you just come out knowing the game and you know every single thing to do. So that's one thing, you know, you don't, okay, that's another thing. One thing is people think you got a lot of money, so they always got their hand out for money depending on what they could be a service to you for, if you need them, don't need them. And then also too, like I said, it could be that you're not going to make a super whole lot amount when your first year, probably your first 6 months to a year. Sometimes some people can luck up in their third month, they start seeing really good money, but it just depends on, first of all, the company you work for. It depends on just how responsible you are with money. It depends on how serious you are about trucking. If like when the first little crazy thing happened, do you just quit and say, I don't want to do this no more, I'm going home back to my 9 to 5? It's so many things that really this video might take too long, and I don't want to take it super long, but I'm going to try to keep it real short. So like I said, if you got kids, family care plan can be hard depending on if you got one or not. People think you got money, so people always got their hand out the ones that's supposed to be close to you. And then you don't make a whole lot of money coming out. And depending on if you start out as a company driver or a lease driver, because I started out as lease driver. I've never been a company driver, so I have no idea of the company culture. Like if I do have to go be a company driver ever, I'm kind of anxious and nervous about it because I've never did it, so I have no clue. But depending on what you are, depends on if you have to deal with dispatchers or not. So if you have to deal with dispatchers, depending on the company, everything's dependent on the company because every company, you know, treat well. It's just every company is different depending on the treatment of it. So dispatchers, it varies from company to company. But for the most part, some dispatchers are a pain in the tail, man, because a lot of times you have to earn their trust, or you got to earn for them to give you sweet, sweet loads, or you just have to earn for them to do right by you. And sometimes you can earn it and they still don't do right by you. So you go through a lot of crap sometimes with the dispatchers in your first year, especially as a company driver, and sometimes as a lease driver, because some places, like where I work at, we have the IC load board. So I deal with my dispatcher, but he's not really a dispatcher. He's more like a fleet manager, because I dispatch myself. But if I had problems with appointment times, or if I had problems with just anything dealing with the load, you know, I can call him and he can assist me to keep the load moving. So let me see. Finding the right company to work for. People think you making money. When you first come out here, they turn on you. Like I said, if you have kids, the family care plan can be hard if you don't have reliable people on your side. Like I said, dispatchers can give you a hard way to go. So it can be a lot of cons depending on your mindset. Cause somebody like me, like sometimes I do get bugged out when I go through stuff. But y'all know me, I be joking through a lot of problems, or I be smiling anyway, or super perky through everything. Y'all be like, dang, she going through all that? I can't tell because she joking. Like, is she really going through something or not? Yeah, I am. I smile. Smiling is my medicine, baby. So, like I said, those are the main things when you first come out. Is, like I said, just trying to find a good company that fits your situation, and just trying to find a good company that's going to pay you right. Oh, that's another thing. When you first come out, and I did say this, I just said it, it's the money part, but make sure you get what you're worth, because some companies like CR England, they might start you off with 17 cents. I could be over exaggerating, but some of these places, if you don't know crap, you thinking 17 cents is a lot of money per mile when it's not. If you coming out here, you should take nothing less than 40 cents a mile. Grant, a lot of companies want to start you off between average ballpark is between 38 cents on up. Anything 38 cents on down, you are wasting your time. You might as well stay on your 9 to 5. You really should. So if you can get 40 cents on up, that's average what the average Joe makes, and you can do pretty decent and survive off of that. So I could really go on and on about the cons. This is whether you're a rookie driver or whether you just been out here in the game for 20 years. Truck drivers, sometimes we get treated really bad and we don't get no respect, but that's where experience come in, to where you learn the game. You learn from your mess ups. You learn from just going through, like me, I've learned from a lot of stuff. So y'all can laugh at me. Y'all can say I'm this, I'm that, but you better trust and believe I have learned. Y'all, hey, watch my videos, man. A lot of stuff that I post that was a boo-boo, or should I say mistake. Has it happened again? No, because a lot of stuff that happened was major, and I don't want to go through that again, because that's just like getting a spanking from your mama, and she's really a good spanker, like know how to spank a kid. I don't want that spanking no more, so I'm not about to put myself in the situation to get another spanking ever again. So, like I said, I might have to make a part 2 about the cons, because I'm telling you, I ain't trying to run rookies or new people that's thinking about getting into trucking away from what they thinking about, but I'm just trying to keep it real and straightforward with my opinion from my experience. Like I said, people do better videos than me, people give better advice, but this is just from my perspective only. Y'all can correct me like you always do, and you can say maybe I skipped a word, I bleeped this or bleeped that, but so far, this is just my opinion thus far. All right, so let's go to the pros. Okay, pros is the $. Obviously, once you get past, you know, the beginning stages of not making as much as you should have, like the first 6 months of the first year, and you really learn how to really, you know, work your dispatcher, you got the trust, you know, or you went to another company where you want a load board, you learned your freight lanes, you know, you learned time management, you know, you learned how your truck is, you got a pretty reliable, decent truck where it's not breaking down, or, you know, stuff like that. All that plays a role. You know, your money darn near, well, it depends. It depends on if you're a company or at least everything is variable. So I cannot give a one-fits-all situation, because trucking is so vast in every subject that you can talk about that, like I said, if another person did a video on this, it could be totally different, because it's so many things that I'm going to need more time than I'm going to give this video to talk about it. So like I said, if you're a lease driver, Or even you decide to, after the year, you decide to save up enough money to put down to finance a truck. You figure you want to do trucking for the rest of your life. You want to turn into the super trucker. So you decide to save up to $6,000, really $3,000 to, let's just say, $10,000 for a down payment to finance your truck. You finance it or you lease it. And you get into the owner-op game to where you're leasing your truck onto these mega carriers or smaller carriers, or you just going strictly to load boards to spot market freight. You can triple, if you do it right, what you would have been making from a 9-to-5. And as a company driver, you'll double. So if you're a company driver, you will double your income that you would have been bringing in from a 9-to-5. But if you become a lease operator or owner, whatever makes you feel good to say, whichever one of those fits your, whatever your fantasy or whatever word to come out my mouth to say, is as a lease operator, this is my opinion, you can triple your 9-to-5 pay, and as a company, you can double your 9-to-5 pay. So just expect that you're going to be making more than you would have been making working overtime or just working a 9-to-5 busting tail. Doing, I ain't gonna say less work, because truck drivers, we work depend on whether you're reefer, whether you're driving, whether don't flatbed, they work their tails off, so they do more work than majority of it. And if you're a heavy hauler, you do a lot of work, and if you're a car hauler, y'all definitely do a lot of work. So big ups to y'all flatbedders and car haulers and heavy load, wide load. I want to be like y'all when I grow up, for real. But like I said, that's one of the major things. Money increase. And, you learn a lot out here. You learn more how to be more aware. You learn how to take care of yourself out here. You learn how to survive with the bare minimum, because you definitely going to have the bare minimum on your truck. You're going to have to get used to no showers. You're going to have, no showers on your truck, and probably not every day. Now, unless you're just fortunate enough to where you do get to catch truck stops every day. But sometimes it don't always happen like that. Some people can say, yeah, I catch truck stops every day, and you might do. But it just really depends on how hard you grind. And if you one of the people that grind seriously hard, you ain't catching no truck stop not every day. And if you do catch it every day, you ain't gonna have enough energy to get out the truck. That's why I keep buckets on my truck and a homemade shower to where if I just can't, I will do quick wash up, boom, boom, bing. So, like I said, you learn, and then you learn to get confident too is another pro, because when you first start, you're very nervous and you do make mistakes as you're trying to learn to maneuver, especially backing. Like, you're trying to learn how to parallel park, you're trying to learn how to alley dock, you're trying to learn how to do the straight, the straight back. All that stuff is hard. But once you get really experienced and you get past all the cons, you just be whipping that joint. And to me, when I be whipping my truck into parking spots and all that stuff, I feel accomplished. Like, that's a good feeling to me. To me, that's a pro. Because I achieved something that I never thought I could. And it makes me feel good that I'm able to drive something that's huge. So when I get out my truck and my girly attire, I feel good that what usually men look at women to say we can't do, I'm showing them that I can do it. So it's a confidence booster. You're making good money. You're able to take care of your family, your wife, or that's kind of weird if you got to take care of your husband, but sometimes men need to be taken care of too. It should be a 50-50 thing if you ask me. But bump it, you're taking care of home. So you're taking care of home, it's a lot. The main thing I had to say with the pros is just the money. And I'm not to say that everything is all about money, but obviously it takes money to live comfortably out here. So really, sometimes it is all about money. But I guess it's the intention of what you're thinking about when it comes to money. If you put money over everything, then that's bad to say that. But if you're using money to better yourself and your family, then I don't see nothing wrong with me, having it be about money, because I have to have money to pay my bills and take care of my kids. So, and another pro is, once you get your CDL, you'll always have a job. Like, people can talk all that junk about my accident and how, you done messed up now, it's going on your record, which it probably will go on my record. But no matter what, I'm going to always have a job. Somebody going to give me a job. And I still have my job at USA, so I'm not saying that to say that I got fired from USA, because I still have my job. And like I said, they put it as a non-DOT recordable. I just don't know how the officer dude put it. But other words, just take the focus off my story all the time. The focus is once you, not me, don't worry about my situation. Once you out there, the one that's thinking about getting into this little trucking thing, once you see this thumb? You see this? Once you get your CDL and you get all the required experience and you keep your record clean and you get them endorsements, the tankers, the doubles, the hazmat, the triples, you get your TWIC card, you build up your value as a truck driver, you gonna always have a job. Always. I mean, always. Matter of fact, I might put a caption up there so y'all can see always. So, yes, you're going to always have a job. And no matter what state you go in, trucking is such a high demand that no matter what, pretty much, I said to say country too, but the pay can be varied depending on where you're at. But within America, no matter what state you go in, you're always going to have a job. I mean, and it's sad because, you know, a lot of times, like if you look at college majors, they look at doctors, lawyers, government workers, like they supposed to be the high rank or military people, which, you know, they should deserve whatever they get because they have put their life on the line. But those are the three professions that are looked at as just, they're all that, you know, they're so sophisticated, they're so just above everybody else. But truck drivers, our income can be up there with them, if not better than theirs, or sometimes just up there with them. But yeah, we get looked at as just lowball, like we pieces of crap, like we just dirty. And some of them do be dirty though, you can't even lie. But we looked at as nothing. Like we looked at as scum of the earth. But we be making, some of us, not all of us now, because like I said, this is a vast, so I'm just talking about the most people that's doing what they're supposed to do. Most of us, we be making bank. We be making sometimes what them lawyers make, what them doctors make, or shoot, teachers make less than us. Teachers make, and I hate to say it, and I mean, I'm not taking credit from any teacher, because without you, teacher, my child wouldn't have education. But I'm sorry, we make more money than y'all. So, yeah. So, yes, you know, I wish they would put truck driver on the list as far as, well, it's hard to, some truck drivers are sophisticated. But at least up there with as far as money part that, you know, we got the power because we got bank too. So I might have to make a part 2 because like I said, it's so many more cons that I know I didn't cover. And I'll just have to reach down inside to dig out just my experiences I've been having. Because like I said, I don't post everything I go through. I just post the basics that I feel like people can learn from. But it will change your life, and it can change your life for the better. Because I have to say, even though I sacrificed a whole lot to pursue my trucking career and stay in it, it's starting to come together to where I can see where I'm starting to reap the reward. And I'm not worried about, like I said, even though this accident has put me behind, it has happened, I know I'm going to still always have a job somewhere. Somebody going to hire me, whether it's a private owner operator guy or whether it's a company that have more relaxed standards or whatever, but I'm going to always have a job. So, yeah, I hope that answered your question, Mr. Joseph. And I have to get to a couple of more of you guys' requests. And I mean, I'm going to just try to, I guess, do one request per day so that I'm not overwhelming myself with it. But I hope that answered your question. And like I said, it's more to what's the pros and cons of getting into trucking, because, I mean, one person can say this and say that, but that's just my opinion on how you asked me, so you got my opinion. So I hope you're having a lovely night. I'm about to take my tail to bed because I have a lot of stuff still to do tomorrow. Like, I'm finally moved into my place. I haven't even put everything up yet, so my place is looking kind of a mess. But yeah, I'm about to put the stuff up. Yeah, y'all, that's my doll. Y'all see the hand? Yeah, I need to put her upstairs, but she heavy as hell. I'm gonna have to drag her upstairs. Them dolls is like dead weight. I ain't that strong, but I don't even know why I got them. But all right, y'all. Deuces. I'll be getting back with y'all soon. So, hallelujah. Bye. Amen. Thank y'all. Love you. Time. Oh, I gotta say it. Hold up. You like the pillow? Yeah, I'm selling Mercs. I don't even know the website. I'm still learning this stuff. But yeah, you can order this pillow. I think they put the website at the bottom of my videos. So this is what the pillow would look. So far, I only have the pillow and the sweatshirt. So I have to make more Mercs, and I'm still learning how to work the website. So bear with me. But this is what it will look like if you buy yours off the website. So let me say it. Time is the essence. Let's make better time of it. Because let's love each other, not judge each other. Because I never judge you. I love you. I love you. I love you, girl. I love you, boy. Deuces, deuces. I'm about to lose this weight, y'all. All right, I'm about to go to sleep. I know I'm super hyped, but once I hit that bed, I ain't gonna be hyped enough and I'm gonna be like, so, deuces.